This project is in Eureka, California, next to the Pacific Ocean, and it consists of a culvert being placed under this highway. This is March the 7th, 2010. The project calls for placing a culvert underneath this bridge. There's two of them under here. They're right here, and they're plugged. So this is a project to remove these two culverts. We need to put an AquaDam up and around here to isolate this area. This is the downstream side. We need to put an AquaDam here and isolate this area where the other end of the culvert is. We're preparing to unload the AquaDam off this trailer. Unloading the AquaDam. Got to reposition the AquaDam. We want to get it this way another foot or two. Want to stay away from the work area, which is out here. First order of business, cut the ropes so we can take the wrap off. Got to pick up the end of the AquaDam, take the wrap off. Well, the AquaDam is turned the wrong way. We're going to have to put a rope under it, two of them, to pick it up so we can rotate it. The rope is 1/2 inch rope, polyethylene. Now the AquaDam's ready to be positioned. We're going to pull the wrap down over all this stuff. There it is. That's it. That's it. Now we're going to roll the AquaDam down into the water by hand. That's it! That's it! Now we're going to put the fill hoses in. We're going to push the AquaDam over about 2 feet. That's it. We've got 4 3-inch pumps setting up here. The hoses go 2 in this side and 2 into this side. The water will run down it'll accumulate here and start unrolling this AquaDam. AquaDam's filling up. Both inside tubes are filling up. And that water pressure is going to unroll the AquaDam. Well, it's time to make a little turn here in the AquaDam. So we're turning down our pumps so we can make that turn. Let the water pressure build up. We've only had 2 pumps going on the outside here to make the turn tube. Now we're going to start the other 2 pumps to go in the inside tube, which is on the other side. There's a very deep little channel that goes down through here. Well, the channel here is about 3.5 to 4 feet deep. You guys gotta wait for the water pressure. Okay, we got the 8-foot dam in, it's pumping up. While it finishes pumping up, we're going to turn our activity to the other side. We've already unloaded the AquaDam. We're putting the fill tubes down inside of it. We tie a rope around the tubes, clamp them over the hoses so they won't pop out under pressure. Of course, these AquaDams are used AquaDams. It's a rental job. We've got the pump started on this dam. Two pumps on the outside, one pump on the inside, because we're going to make a turn like this. We've got a rope to the inside edge so we can pull it and make the corner. We've tied the inside rope to the bucket here. It goes to the beam the AquaDams rolled up on. Still trying to make the corner here. Okay, we're going to let some slack off this rope. Change the angle. Okay, that's it. Let it out, let it out, let it out. Let it out, let it out. Man, hop down there and help them. Let it out, let it out, let it out. Let it out a little more, a little more. Here's the one we started with. Water's starting to come out, so we've got her filled unless we prop up the ends here of the AquaDam. So we're turning the pumps off this side and concentrating on the other side. The one side's deep, the other side isn't. So it's having a hard time rolling up and over this little bank. So we have to do it manually. And a little effort gets her where we want. One half roll at a time. We had to pull a little pleat here, pull this side back, and now we're going to unroll the whole thing. You're going to pull the pleat out if you pull it from this side. It's got to be pulled from the other side. Pull her back, Seth. Pull that side back. Yeah, there you go.
You want to come on this side of the tree, or?
Well, preferably. I agree, we're not. That's our favorite tree. Now ask the owner there. Tell the owner what we're doing. Can we dig it out so she don't go crazy? Yeah, evidently. Okay, here we are. We're going to pull her. Now, instead of putting it on the beam here, that worked pretty good, but we're going to put it right on the flap on the bottom seam. Try and tweak that whole bag over a little bit. Okay, there we broke the rope, but we're by the tree here. Okay, wait a second, Seth. We're going to have to move those two bushes on that other side.
Hold on to the end of that, so
just for a little bit longer. What's that now?
Oh, well,
but that still should be flipped. Yeah. Now, if you want to push this over, we can do it, but we need a big thing of mud in there. So we just push it over, it'll come back. We put mud down, then push it over, and the mud stays behind. Yeah, we couldn't go much further that way anyway. We're right on that post. The bank here isn't high enough, so to get more water in this dam, we've increased the end by an elevation by putting a bale of hay here. We are going to gain 16 inches inside this AquaDam. Well, maybe 12 inches. The bale of hay is 18 inches. There's one here, and there's one here holding up both fill tubes, which are got a rope around them so they're not so wide. And now we're going to fill this in. So we're going to disconnect the excavator now from the end of the AquaDam. The AquaDam's full enough so it can't slide down the bank. And there you go. Thing of beauty. This AquaDam has been completely installed. The water's coming out because the bank in it isn't any higher, and that's just fine for what we're doing here. This is on the downstream side. It won't have nearly the deep water that the upstream side has. This is the second AquaDam that we put in. Here's AquaDam number 1. Here's our sump hole that was dug. Of course, that has to be to run a pump. It just can't be on top of the ground. This is their work area out in here. We don't see any seepage under the AquaDam or out of the AquaDam, even though these have been used. The deep channel is right through here. That's where that big crease is on top of the AquaDam. Again, the work area. Okay, we'll be back tomorrow after they got her dewatered and check things out. Well, this is day 2, and the first day they didn't know where the end of the culvert was going, and it was the AquaDam was put in the area for the culvert, so it had to be moved. It had to be moved this way 8 feet. So they did that earlier this morning, and now we're taking pictures of the dewatered work area. Got a little electric pump pumping right there. Right here is there's 2 culverts. You can't quite see them. They're supposed to be siphon culverts, whatever that means. The AquaDam made a good seal on the water. Here's the water depth is over here on this side. It's above 4 feet. And that's why we're using a 8-foot high AquaDam. A 6-foot high AquaDam probably would have done this also. All right. Now over to the other side. This is the upstream side. They've got two 6-inch pumps running to de-water this up here in case it rains. Well, these two pipes are full of sediment and they have to be cleaned out. Again, this water here, because they've dug the channel, is about 4 feet deep. There's utility lines. Utility lines. They have to be careful not to break. There's another one here. Slow going. Back at the Humboldt Hill job, taking out this AquaDam tomorrow. It's been here approximately 2 weeks. Almost no seepage underneath the AquaDam. Now to the other side of the road. This is the opposite side of the road, the downstream side. Discharge pump is pumping the water coming from the upstream to the downstream using this pump. This is where the water's coming out at. It's approximately 4 feet deep. They widened this hole out considerably. They have dug right up to the side of the AquaDam. They've got their dewatering pumps turned off. AquaDam worked just great, formed perfect to the contour of the ground. Job well done. Out comes the AquaDams tomorrow. Here we are at 8 o'clock on a Thursday morning to take out these AquaDams that have been in it roughly 2 weeks. Their culverts have been cleaned and refurbished, and they're ready to call this job done. As soon as we take out the AquaDams, it will be done. So to take these AquaDams out, of course when we take the water out, the AquaDam's going to get wider, and this edge will be over because they dug a ditch right next to it. The AquaDam will be in the ditch. So to compensate for this, we're going to fill the ditch up with water so it pushes on the AquaDam. Otherwise, the AquaDam might end up on these rocks right here, which are very jagged and will just cause the AquaDam to get a hole in it. So we're going to try and avoid that. Of course, this hole goes all the way underneath the road, and there's a hole on the other side. This is the other side of the road. Of course, it has to fill in also to help take this AquaDam out, because they dug a ditch right here alongside of it, and we don't want it to roll down into that ditch when we take all the water out of it. So this is a precautionary measure. Our bypass pump is still working. That's our bypass pump. The hole's filling in. We got a ways to go. The water here needs to be the same height as here. So we've got a little bit to go. So now we're pumping out of the inside of the AquaDam. We have 2 pumps set up. 1, 2. And by the time we pump some water out of the AquaDam, this pool here will be at the same height as the water on the outside, and will keep the AquaDam from being pushed into this big hole where all that big rock is. Now once the water gets down to this level, we can start rolling up the AquaDam. This is the other side of the bridge. And we're going to start pumping the water out of it right now too. Now it's time we put a new beam in there that's stronger. The AquaDam came with the sides folded in. You can't fold the sides in and twist the water out at the same time. So we had to bring longer beams. We had to double the beam. So we're using two 4x6s, 24 feet long, so that we have enough beef in the beam to pick this AquaDam up, even if it's got some water in it. So it's time to roll her up a little bit. Go ahead. Together. They go forward together.
And then one back.
One goes back. And then the other one goes back. Then both forward together. One goes back as the other one holds. Then he goes back. Both go forward together.
I think we're about to end. Oh, look.
Well, this pool here is a little bit higher than the water out here, so we're now going to take the hoses that's pumping out of the AquaDam and put it to the outside instead of putting it in here and making this water depth higher. The other side of the road, we've been pumping water in here, but of course it's full like the other side is, and it's time to put the water back out into the greater wetlands. Yeah. You can see the indention that the AquaDam left. All the grass is pushed over. It's certainly not, it has not killed the grass. But if it was there for months, it probably would. But this was only here for 2 weeks. All this grass will be as good as new in a week or two. And there you go. This is how this is what underneath the AquaDam it looks like. Here's a crew member working hard on removing the AquaDam. Of course, the water's been pumped down. All this doesn't have any water in it except for little pockets of 1/4 inch deep. You can see this side of the AquaDam, the water's as high as this side of the AquaDam. The water's holding the AquaDam in place so it doesn't roll down that bank into that hole that they dug right next to it. We continue to pump out water from the AquaDam. Well, the suction hoses are sucking air because they're not shoved into the bag far enough, so they're not shoved into the AquaDam far enough, so we are going to have to shove them in there a little further to stay up with the drop in the water elevation. Again, that wasn't a very good plan. Yeah, those hoses were plenty long to start with, but now they're not long enough. So but we'll make this work. We've been pumping on this dam with 2 pumps for approximately an hour, 15 minutes. The water level is almost equal to the surrounding water. We're going to fire up the excavator over here, and we're going to have him help us in rolling up this AquaDam and removing it. Going to move the AquaDam back here just a hair, straighten out the beam. That straightened out our beam so we can roll it now.
Good?
Yep. So roll her up. Okay, Matt.
Here, you take the... Yeah, you get the longer side. Yeah, well, this is the harder side. You were being a sissy over here before. Hey, that's fucking hard. You don't know me.
Yeah, that was hard, wasn't it? Okay, that's it for the time being.
Are you going to wrap it up?
No, we need him to grab that corner and pull it back again. Water still being pumped out of the AquaDam. You can see it coming out over here. We're going to have the excavator tweak this way. We're going to have him pull the other end back. Now the beam's straight. Now we're going to take this ratchet off, and we're going to push on the beam and push it through at least 12 inches. There it is. Gonna put the ratchets back on. Hey. Let's go.
Not like that?
Yeah. Take your ratchets off, put that strap on. Easy, easy. Whoa, he's gonna break it.
Bending the beam, huh?
Yeah, just wait. No more pressure. So I gotta pump more water out or we're gonna break that beam if I keep pulling on it like this. So the whole thing's coming. You can see it. It's just very, very slow. little bit at a time. Of course, this bank is going to pull into the water, and then all the water will come off and all the pressure will be gone as soon as that happens. We're not quite there with pumping the water out of the AquaDam. Gonna let the pumps work a little while longer. There we go, it's just pulling off the bank. The whole thing will slide out now. Now all the water that's remaining will be coming out the end. You see all this clear water here came out of the bag here, and the brown water was the water that was around the bag. Time to slow down. That's it right there.
Want him to pull back a little further so we'll end up out of the water?
Okay, keep going. Yeah, go all the way up to where you're standing. This AquaDam is 100% savable. And we just pulled it out, dewatered it. The remaining water simply came out the end. There's one of them. Now we got one more AquaDam to do. We got to finish rolling this one up, which we're going to do right now. Well, it's back to ratcheting it, using the ratchets and manpower. We've taken the strap off right here. We're going to use the excavator again in a second. Okay, do it. Do it.
Grab that strap out.
We're going to straighten up the beam.
Whoa.
There it is.
Can you hear cracking?
Yep, that's it. Have him push the beam through.
I don't think we have a lot of room on that side, do we?
Yeah, we do. Yep. You're going to push that beam in a little bit.
That's not good, right? Okay,
Now we're going to roll her up some more. Both together. So here at the last, we're simply going to fold this side over so it'll get rolled up on this beam and we won't have to fight it. There it is, that's it. The beam on this side has to go forward a couple feet so that it's square with the AquaDam. Okay, there it is. Now it's square with the rest of the material that needs to be rolled up. Okay, let's do it again. It's too much for 2 people, so we're using the excavator very gently to finish rolling this dam up. Now this is where people start putting holes into the dam when they start using equipment. The equipment can't fill if that dam's going to rip or nothing, so you got to go very easy with the equipment. Yes, the easy way is to do nothing and let the equipment do it, but that just puts holes in the AquaDam and leaves a big ball. This way it's a nice tight roll. One more roll. Okay, time for ropes. You can still see the water trickling out from that roll. Because we pulled it up a hill, the hill took out most of the water. Simply pulling it up out of that hole, which is there. This is what's left of the work area on this side of the road. Everything looks great. The ground here, you can't even see where the AquaDam was hardly, and it'll be back to where you can't tell the AquaDam was even here in a matter of weeks. Now, after we put ropes down, we're going to roll the AquaDam over onto the ropes. There's one rope here, one rope here. Okay. No, I'm here. After pulling the rope taut, we put one knot in it. Now we've doubled this rope because this dam's going to be heavy. This is 1/2-inch polyethylene rope. Okay, good enough. Now we put a loop in it up here.
How high do you want the loop?
The same as his. Okay, now hopefully that bucket will be able to pick it up. You got to remove that before we pick it up, we have to remove these. Okay, help him get it.
Set this on the trailer right now, or?
No, we're going to set it over there and we're going to go to work on the other side. She's ready, mobile and ready for transport. Good job. From start to finish, this AquaDam took about 2.5 hours from the time we arrived, and of course the one on the other side is already being pumped down. Well, we only got one pump running in this dam here, and it's not sucking at the moment. So now we're going to work on this dam, getting it out so it's reusable. That's it. There's one dam loaded. We've pumped the AquaDam down quite a bit. We're going to start rolling it up. That'll force all the water to this end.
I got it. I can only go this far before I go up top.
Okay, wait a second now, wait a second. One holds while the other one goes back, then the other one goes back, and they both go forward together. Teamwork. Now the reason there's so much water inside this AquaDam is because of this pipe right here. It won't let the water drain out downhill to the greater body of water. It's a little rise there, so this water's trapped here behind this pipe, and we have to manually twist it to the front so the pumps can pick up on it. Well, you can see water just started going over the top of the AquaDam. We've pumped it down so much that this water out here is in the same height as is higher than the water on the other side of the AquaDam, so it's gone across this way. And Here we put a strap around the end of it here so we can pick up on it using the excavator. We're going to pull the whole thing up through here and stretch it out. That way we won't have to pump anymore, but we had to pump most of the water out. Now it's just out. Out. Now we've got the whole dam straight here. And we're trying to set this end in the water. We got to remove the strap so the end of the bag opens up.
You want to untie it off the bucket too?
Yes. Well, we've been at this for some time now. This little ditch here, that's about 2 feet deep. Of course, the water don't want to come out of that using the pump. So we had a heck of a time. Now we've been pulling on this, and we're going to pull some more. We're going to drag it into this bigger hole, which is great because it'll float. This little hillside there gave us quite the little fit there. Now, let's don't drag it up those rocks. Whoa! Whoa! See the water just going in the...
Now, do we got to turn that thing around?
No, we can do it back at the office. I mean, at the yard.
Okay, so we're just going to swap it up.
Yep. Yeah. Yep. You have to get off there now. Look out, guys. Look out. Slow! Slow! No, he's got to keep pulling it all the way out.
Well, he was aiming
Oh, okay.
No, because it was hanging here.
Now, is it going to hang up on anything over there?
Nothing yet.
Now, he needs to flop that whole thing around. And all the water comes out the end. That's why we like one end open. There it is, all the water's out. And we're going to pull this out in that field and roll it up. There's a concrete chunk with a piece of iron in it. If we go over that, it's just sure to rip the bottom of the AquaDam. So we're removing it. Good eye by somebody.
This young man right here.
We don't want to go over those two right there. Here, knock that rock out of there. Okay. Okay. Go get the ratchets.
They're right over by the TV.
He's going to turn the AquaDam over, he says, because it's the way we... This guy's good. This guy's real good on that machine. He got her turned over just like he said he was going to. All right. This is air trapped inside the AquaDam, is what this ball of, that's air.
Push on this end a little bit, I think. Yeah, like there. You should straighten it out. Okay, now straight.
Tremendous amount of torque is being delivered by the two people on each end with those cheater bars. And that helps tremendously to keep this in a nice roll instead of just pushed up into a ball. Slow, it goes it. That's the name of the thing. It's got to go slow. Well, there we are. Now we'll get this back to the shop, blow it up with air, go through it, make sure it's got no holes in it, patch the holes we find. We know there's no knife wounds in it, so this dam is 100% reusable. This is the next time will be number 3 for this dam.
Hold up. One more.
See all the water still coming out.
Right like that. Okay, let's put rope, right? Oh, look at this. Beautiful.
AquaDam number 2. Ready to roll.
Right here in front of me.
We use 1/2-inch polyethylene rope, trucker's rope, and we've got each side doubled. And that will lift up this AquaDam. Dry weight is 1,300 pounds. Yep. Two AquaDams. Thank you very much.
Good job.
We got to pick up our pumps and we'll be out of here. Well, we're done with the AquaDam part of this project. The AquaDam was going right through there. And of course the brush got pushed down, but they come from a bulb, and the bulb's still there, unhurt. Everything will come back lickety split. This is the downstream side. The 2 AquaDams on a 24-foot trailer.
Hey.
That's right.
Yeah, but he's about 12 or 15 years into being tired of freaking looking at black plastic.
Pays the same. We got to grab that right there.
What?
We got to grab that tarp right there if you can.